Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite promotions. It's called the Survey Siphon, and it is directly attributable to, first time I used it, a $30,000 monthly revenue, and second time I used it, I think it just made me a one-time $30,000 in sales messing around. And strangely and foolishly, I've only used this thing twice, and as I'm making this video for you, I'm already coming up with a reason and strategy to use this promotion again because it's so beautifully effective. It just makes a lot of money and doesn't really count as a promo, which is good. It keeps your goodwill high, which is what we always want. So, emotional response switches used in this promo. Remember a little while ago I taught you about those 12 switches? Well, there are some of them used in this promo. First one I didn't tell you about is reason why. If you read Robert Cialdini's book Influence, he talks about how important reason why is. You know, I've never finished that book. I've tried it like 3 times. I always get to page 50 or something. It's a good book, but the absence of car chases and explosions makes it difficult for me to read. Anyway, reason why is a strong response mechanism, so this includes a lot of reason why. You also have the element of a bargain in here, and you know, I'll augment bargain. I didn't put it in the slide, so I'll put bargain and or self-interest. So you can either use a bargain in this or a bribe to trigger self-interest. I'll actually show you examples of both in a second. And we have significance and exclusivity, both being used in this. Actually, and inclusion, more appropriately, significance and inclusion, both being used in this, and I'll show you, you'll see, actually, when I show you the promos itself. Now, this promo, just a phenomenal way to see what new stuff you should offer in your next promos. And incidentally, you know, you should always be thinking a couple months out with your promos, right? Like really, really planning strategically. So this is a great way to follow up and make new stuff because, as you know, new is one of the biggest triggers there are, right? I mean, you have something new that like I've said earlier, our incomes are directly proportional to, say it with me, the amount of products you offer your marketplace and offers that you send them. So there's that, you know, and then of course, this creates a strong sense of inclusion because you're really engaging your list and you're interacting with them and they're interacting back with you and they're giving you their opinion, which is really, really strong. So here's how this thing works. We have 2 phases, and in this video I'm going to show you phase 1. So in phase 1, we have the survey itself, right? And if you get weirded out about making the survey, don't be. It can be totally basic. That's fine, right? I use SurveyMonkey to do it if you're on a budget and in a hurry. And I think if you buy the pro version of SurveyMonkey, it's like $20 a month or something. And if you don't want to pay monthly, just run this campaign and then kill your account. You know, it's really not a big deal. I use multiple choice answers in my surveys typically because that's the easiest for me to set up. Right? So it's totally fine for this to be basic. And essentially, what you do is, of course, you need the right email copy, which I'll give you in this next in this video, actually. But you need to send your list an email saying, "Okay, I need your help," basically, and will you go take this survey and tell me what your needs are, right? And you word it a little differently. I'll show you in a second. And then after they take the survey, as soon as they hit done, the thank you page basically offers them something cool, and preferably at a discount or with an added bonus to either trigger the bargain switch or to trigger the self-interest switch, right? And the reason you're doing this, and now we're triggering the reason why switch, which again I didn't cover, but it's kind of obvious. We trigger the reason why by saying, hey, I'm doing this because I want to thank you for helping me with this survey. So it just works beautifully. You trigger 3 major switches there. Oh, actually more than that. You have your inclusion, you have the bargain, you know, you have your reason why. It's gorgeous. So it's a very, very effective method, and really, most importantly, it's super easy. This is totally under the radar. It creates goodwill in your list, right? So there's 2 ways you can promote to people. You can be obnoxious and kind of pitch stuff constantly, or you can structure your promotions where they actually look forward to hearing from you, even though you're selling stuff, and that's called goodwill. Well, there's a lot more to goodwill than that, but that's an important measure of goodwill. And this creates that, and it's it's good. This is the difference between a year from now having your list still be responsive or your list not caring about you, right? So we always want to foster goodwill. This does it. Plus, it gives you insight into what new stuff you should make, and it makes money like crazy. So think about this. It's easy. You can literally set this up probably in about 15 minutes, excluding your pitch video or sales letter that you're going to use, right? So the mechanics of it, about 15 minutes. It doesn't count as a promotion. Your list likes it. You get to find out what they want, and they buy stuff from you, right? What could possibly be better? And in terms of how often you can deploy this, I'd say you can deploy it every 60 days. You might even be able to do it every 45 days and count on it to work like crazy. So this is one that you can use, at least 6 times over the course of the next year, maybe 8, if you really want to go hog wild with it, and really count on a nice payday every single time. Once again, optimistically assuming that you have something really, really good to sell. So the flow of this sucker is like this. First of all, we send them the right email, which I'll give you, right? Very basic email, but you got to do it right so it doesn't seem boring, all right? And then that sends them to the landing page, which is the survey page, which is super basic, not pretty, semi-ghetto, just basic survey page. Incidentally, you actually care about what they're telling you in the survey. You don't want to just put up stupid stuff just to get them to the thank you page, right? Because you learn a lot from them in this process, which is good. And, our mission is to serve our customers and subscribers to the best we can. So this really helps you do that as well. So they complete the survey. The survey should literally be something that can be completed in about 15 seconds by them. Then they hit the offer page or thank you page, right? Which is basically, hey, thanks a lot for taking this survey. Look, I want to do something for you. Here's what I got. Here's what it'll do for you. Here's what it'll do next. I'll show you my pitches here in a minute, all right? And then they buy, right? Or they don't. Now, if you want to get fancy, we can expand this, which I have never done out of laziness, but there's no possible way you can make less money by doing this, meaning that if you do these next 3 things, you'll definitely make more money. So thing 1 is you can now append one-click upsells to your order sequence. So assuming they buy the thing from you, well, now there's 2 or 3 one-click upsells that say, hey man, you want this other thing? And that will always raise your per transaction value every single time, unless nobody takes your upsell offers, which is extremely unlikely unless you just are totally disconnected to your market, right? You can also automatically deploy a back-end sales sequence to all buyers. I'm going to teach you how I did that beautifully in another promotion, which you can then bolt on my methodology to any of the promotions I'm showing you. You can also send direct mail immediately to all the buyers, offering them something of great value, and just making it a customer-only promotion, which would be very, very effective. And I have certainly done that, but never off the back of this particular promotion, right? So if you do those 3 things, you'll probably quadruple the results that you get from this. Now, being lazy man that I am, the first time I did this, just phase 1 of it created like a $30,000 a month income stream, and the second time I did it, I just did phase 1, didn't even bother with phase 2, and that created like $30,000 in sales, which I loved, right? So I never did these last 3 things. So throughout this course, I'll show you how to do one-click upsells and how to do a back-end email sequence to sell the next thing to all the customers, and make it relevant to their purchase and everything, as well as direct mail campaigns that have worked. So if you don't know how to do all that stuff right now, that's okay, and if you do, deploy it. And either way, I want you to be thinking every single promotion I show you, we should tack these onto the back of it, right? Because the first sale is free, basically. I mean, every sale after that, if we plan it strategically, is free money. We're crazy not to do it. And our customers, if you sell good stuff, they like it. So what could possibly be better, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you to the computer and I'm going to show you the very first time I stumbled upon this, which was totally by accident years ago. And then I'm going to show you the last time I did it, which was a little more recently, and I'll show you how that worked. And then in the next video, I'll show you phase 2, which I think I'll save for our next module, because really I want you to go ahead and do phase 1. It's basically like free money. And then next week we'll do phase 2, because that's pretty much the flow of this whole thing anyway. So without further ado, let's roll on back to the old computer, and I'll show you my very first foray into this sucker. All right, let's go. Okay, so here is step numero uno, which is, of course, to send out an email. I'm going to go over the first email with you. I'm actually just going to do both emails with you. So the first one was email subject line right here, hey. It didn't say subject hey, the subject line was just hey. Real quick, will you give me your feedback on this? Then there's a link, it'll take like 3 seconds, smiley face. Thanks, Frank. That's it. That is simplicity defined right there. We have we have 2 sentences and a link for that email. No need to oversell it. Just if your list likes you, if you've been cool to them up until this point, and you continue to be cool to them, then by gosh, you're going to do pretty good, and they'll respond to this. So that's what the email was like. Let me pull up the good old survey for you. Let's see here. Here's the survey. So this is all there was to this survey, all right? Really nothing to it. It's a 1-page survey. I made it with SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey.com. It's free. I think I paid some money to make it where it doesn't have SurveyMonkey.com on this page anywhere, like $20 or something. And as you can see, it's multiple choice stuff. And I did this for a reason. I really wanted to know. Like, I didn't really intend for this to work. I just, at the end of the survey, put the offer that you're about to see up here, hoping that something would happen. Like, hey, I might as well try to monetize this survey and see what happens. I didn't realize it was going to be this powerful. So I'll just like fill this out. Blah, 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 and I'll click on done. And hopefully we'll still see the same video. There we go. Cool. So hang on. Boom. So there's 2 different videos that were used. I split tested them. Let's see if it comes back up here, the second split test. That was showing the first one. All right, so I split tested 2 different videos on here. You're going to see the first one.
Hey, thank you so much for helping me out with the survey.
And then I'll show you the second one as well. They both have the same thing, one screen cam, and I think one is live. I don't remember which one did better. I think it was negligible. As you can see, this is a horrible quality video. Cousin Trey was actually holding the camera, like using a flip cam, or maybe even using the actual built-in camera on a laptop. Who knows, right? I mean, I'm just sitting out there on the front porch using this thing. Let me turn the volume. There we go. All right, we'll play it.
I really appreciate it. I'm going to take all the information you gave me, I'm going to turn around and use it to make even cooler stuff that will help you out even more. And speaking of cool stuff, I got a special offer I'd like to give you just because you helped me so much. In 2009, I had a sold-out mass control live workshop, and it was insane. It was a gigantic party, but it was also a huge festival of really, really good marketing knowledge. And I've never given the footage out to anyone except for the people who came and except for the people who bought mass control. Strange I never did that, considering I spent almost $50,000 having it professionally recorded. But today, I'd like to give you instant online access to it. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm using it as hopefully a way to bribe you into becoming a member of my very elite and exclusive private Mass Control monthly mastermind and newsletter. So here's what that's all about. As you probably know, I have clients that pay me $100,000 to run really big-time launches and promotions for them, and I also have long-term partners who pay $9,700 a month for consultation. And what I do in Mass Control Monthly is I take all the stuff that I'm doing and working with those clients, and I boil it down into a newsletter that I print and send you in the mail. And I also give you behind-the-scenes DVDs showing you exactly what I'm doing. So it's like you can look over my shoulder, see all the work that I'm doing with these people, see everything that's working, and put it to work for you in your business. As a matter of fact, the first issue of Mass Control Monthly that I'm going to be sending to you is hot off the presses, and it shows you behind the scenes of a launch that I just finished a few days ago that did $4.3 million in sales in less than 24 hours. I only said 23 hours for some reason. Anyway, less than 24 hours, $4.3 million in sales. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you brand new strategies that no one has ever seen before, ever, that made this launch work and took 2 complete unknowns to megastardom and made them a lot of money. All right, so that's just in the first issue that I'm going to be sending to you. So somewhere on this very professionally produced video, you'll see a button that says yes or something like that. Go ahead and click that. Take me up on this offer. You're going to love Mass Control Monthly. It will help you. I guarantee it. So click the button below the video, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.
Okay, so look, I mean, I could spend forever analyzing that 2-minute and 25-second video, but if I did, I would just be pulling stuff out of my ass. I mean, frankly, I just sat down and said, okay, I'm going to try to sell some stuff now, and Trey hit record on what was clearly either a flip video camera or more likely
the stupid, just like the laptop itself, like turning the laptop around and getting me on camera with the little tiny laptop camera thingy. And I just went. And if you look at the structure of what that video is, it's the classic three-step Carltonian formula, right? Which is, here's what I got, here's what it'll do for you, here's what I want you to do next. If you'll notice, there's one thing to notice about the video for that, and that is that it positions the bonus first. So it's not like, hey, I got this thing, it's killer, and if you join it, I'm going to give you this bonus. I said, hey, I got this killer thing, it's awesome, I want to give it to you for free, it's great, no one's ever had it, here's what, the value of it, and the reason I'm doing this is this, because I have this other cool stuff I want to give you, and it's awesome. So that is the structure of that. Lead in with the bonus, how cool it is. Don't call it a bonus, by the way, it's the gift or whatever, and then tell them what they have to do in exchange for it. And that's really a good structure for that thing. But I'm glad I got this version of Split Test up first, because you can see, dude, I mean, it's horrible. The video is awful. I was just looking at it as we were watching it here, and it was raining. The one day that it rains in San Diego, I happened to shoot a video out on my porch. So I'm outside in the rain shooting a video on what I assume is the laptop camera being held by my cousin Trey, who, as you know, is definitely not a professional cameraman. So that was version 1 of the split test on the thank you page of this survey, and I'll show you version 2. Okay, let's see here. Kaboom. And this version 2 is 4 minutes long, so we'll finish this, and then my guess is going to be version 2 performed a little bit better. So here we go with version 2. It's done in Keynote, made on the laptop. Actually, I remember this. You can hear me clicking the space bar in this thing as I advance the slides. I even use a microphone. Here we go. Thank you so much for helping me out with that really fast survey. And now I'd like to make you an exclusive invitation. So here's the deal. I'm shooting this video for you about 2 hours after I released that survey, and 94% of the people taking the survey said that they would like a program where they got to look over my shoulder every month. So, as you probably know, each month a group of clients pays me and my cousin Trey $9,700 per client per month for consulting. And as you probably also know, every quarter I take on a private client for $100,000 plus 15% of the money that I make them. Now I want to show you what I'm doing for them so that you can put it to work for you in your business. Now I'm talking about brand new stuff here. For example, on January 11th, that's just a few days ago, I made my current private clients $4.3 million in sales in under 24 hours. 4.3 million bucks. I also took his subscriber list from 0 subscribers to over 110,000 people in just 12 days' time. Just recently, by the way, this month, all of this happened. So what about you? If I showed you the same stuff I'm showing them, how would that affect your business? What if every month you got to look over my shoulder and see how I'm doing this stuff? And also see how you can implement my tactics immediately? Well, now you can. Thanks to a program I have called Mass Control Monthly. And if you've never heard about it, that's by design. Mass Control Monthly has actually been around for 2 years, but never really open to the public. Every month in Mass Control Monthly, I give you fresh swipe files of exactly what I'm doing for my own business and for my client's business that's making money. You also get to see recent split test results. For example, I split tested one page this month during this very launch I was telling you about that got 43% conversion. Would you like to have the page? I'd love to send it to you. You also get to see and receive actual campaigns that are working right now. Not stuff that worked in 2007 or stuff you've heard about over and over again. Top secret stuff that is only shared between Mass Control Monthly members, my own staff, and my high-paying private clients. Plus, you get behind-the-scenes videos shot during actual launches. Specifically, during this most recent launch that did $4.3 million, I had a film crew on hand during launch day, so you got to see everything that happened behind the scenes. Bottom line, you're getting brand new strategies each and every month delivered by the mail to your door. Stuff that works and stuff that's making money for both me and my clients right now, today. So, how much does it cost? Less than lunch. That's how much. It only costs $9.76 a day.
So don't you think that you can use my stuff to make at least an extra $9.76 today? I hope so, or else I'm not doing a very good job. So here's the deal. I guarantee that you're going to be super stoked with this, that you're absolutely going to love it. Bottom line, you're stoked or it's free, right? So you literally cannot lose. Here's the deal. You either love everything that I'm sending you or I'll give you a complete refund, but you'll still get to keep every single thing that I send to you for free. There's no need for you to send anything back. I'm not going to ask you a single question. With me, your word is gold. So you have zero risk. Of course, this wouldn't really be that cool of an offer, and it wouldn't be in typical current fashion if I didn't have a crazy bribe for you. So here's what I'd like to do. Right now, I want to give you instant online access to the entire 2009 Mass Control Live workshop for free. This has never been offered to the public before. This workshop was sold completely out, and it was exclusively held only for Mass Control owners. I spent over $35,000 filming it and making it cool, but I've never sold it and I've never ever made it available to the public. I want to give it to you right now for free. So go ahead and get started today. You're going to see a button somewhere by this video, right? Go ahead and click that and you can sign up, become a member of Mass Control Monthly, get all this cool stuff plus the free gift that I'm blatantly trying to bribe you with. This definitely will help you. You will love it, and I guarantee it. So go ahead, click the button, get started now, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, I would put, actually, I'm going to revise my prediction that this video outperformed the live one. I think the horrible live one probably worked better. I don't have access to the data, so it's all theoretical. But from experience, now after seeing this, again, I would put my money on the ghetto one. And the reason why is the ghetto one followed the right formula. And hopefully you were paying attention and saw it. The ghetto one led in with the bribe and then went into the pitch. And that is smart because the bribe gets their opinion. Hey, listen, thanks a lot for doing this survey. I really appreciate it. I want to do something totally cool for you in return. Here's the deal. I got these CDs I want to give you for free, or these DVDs I want to give you for free, rather. They're from the sold out live Mass Control workshop. They've never given out to anybody. The people who were there paid $2,000 to be part of this group as well as receive Mass Control, and I want to give you these DVDs for free. Yeah, I actually want to send them to you for free in the mail. Now here's why I'm doing this. I have something I think you're going to like even more than the DVDs. Here's what it is, and then boom, you lead into the pitch, right? So the screen cam thing did not do that, and I thought it was a little bit dry. So set up the camera and talk method in this case I think would work really well. But either way, the split test itself, from what I remember, well, actually I know this is what happened because you're about to see the results of it that were shot or rather shared with everybody like 2 days later or something. This first little split test thing here, regardless of which one won, ended up with $13,000 or $15,000 worth of monthly recurring revenue. And I'm pretty sure that after it all was said and done, it ended up being about 30 grand worth of monthly recurring revenue. And that was the last pitch I did. As far as I can remember, the last pitch I did for Mass Control Monthly, and it continued to pay me close to $30,000 a month for like 2 years. I just shut it down this year because I got tired of writing it. So, man, this is a good one to model, right? So this is the end of phase one. I mean, I gave them the offer, as you saw, right? Let's see if the order form is still live. Don't order this, by the way, if you find it, because I don't publish this newsletter anymore. Well, no, the order form appears to be dead. Okay, well, that's good. We don't want that sucker to be live. So, yeah, so there's that. But anyway, bottom line, this simple little thing, whoops, sorry, pause there, led to a whole bunch of money coming in every month. 30 grand a month is $1,000 a day recurring this sucker made me. And I'll take that all day long.
All right, pretty sweet, huh? So that's what happened the first time I did this forever ago, right? And I totally forgot about it. And then over the summer, I was like, damn, that really worked well. I think I'll do it again. Because, you know, I mean, here's crazy rocket science advice, right? If something works pretty good, it'll probably keep working pretty good for a while, you know? So I did it again, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened the second time, and once again, I'm going to show you the emails and everything, and the very pitch video that I used, which was, once again, super ghetto, once again, driving home the fact that, look, man, you don't spend a lot of time on this thing. Just get it done, get it out there, and you'll probably make some money. So, without further ado, here is exactly what happened the second time around. So in our last little lesson I showed you the survey promotion among other things, and I was like, damn, I should use this survey promotion again. And well, I did the unthinkable and followed my own advice. So here's what happened. First of all, let me get these stats for you. I'm not even done with the promotion, but it's already brought in $30,652, and that is just the money made off of the back of the survey itself. Now, if you remember, that promotion was two steps. Step number one is we engage them with the survey. And find out what people want. Step number two is we give them the results of the survey, then give them what they want. I'm not even in step number two yet. I'm just in step number one. And what is it with the $30,000 figures? Like last time I tested it was 30 grand. Weird. So anyway, here is exactly what I did. All right, so here is what happened. First of all, I done sent out a very brilliantly written email. I say that with a slight bit of sarcasm, with the subject line, "Please help," to my Aweber list. I also sent it to my iContact list. I got lists on multiple servers. It's easier to show the stats on Aweber, and this is a better list because these are all double opt-in as well, which I try to do everything double opt-in these days. It's just a better list. It's quantity instead of quality instead of quantity we're looking for here. Anyway, 24.5% open rate. I'll take it. 8.9% click-through rate. All that's real good. So please help smiley face subject line. Works good. And, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 10 million, we're live and on the air, Weber. Come on and help me out. You are getting sleepier. Watch the arrow bounce across the screen. Okay, so here is the message itself. Come on, cooperate with me. There we go. So subject line, please help smiley face, and here we go. Body copy. Remember, the first thing they're going to see is the first sentence. Even if they don't open the email, they're still going to see it in their reader, So they're going to see the first sentence there, so you need to make that compelling. So right here we have, hey, I'm making some cool new free videos for you. So they're going to see that. Then we go on to say, I need to make sure I'm giving you the right stuff. Will you give me your feedback here? I've had a really good luck with this disguising, or not disguising, but this making text the link instead of listing the link. I like that. It's working good. I don't have any this got me a 0.02% increase or whatever. It just seems that they're more responsive that way. So test it. And if you want to measure it empirically, please do so and share your results. Anyway, will you give me your feedback here? It'll take like 30 seconds. Frank. P.S. I'll show you something interesting if you answer the 3 questions here. Now, I'm mentioning there's just 3 questions to make it less intimidating, so they don't think they have to actually do a whole lot of stuff. The whole point is just to find out what kind of new videos you want me to make for you, which is true. P.P.S. Okay, so I'd probably end up showing you the interesting stuff anyway, but it would sure help me if you give me your feedback here. I put that in there as a P.P.S. because it's true. I am going to show them the interesting stuff anyway, meaning I'm going to be revealing the results of this survey very, very soon. To my list, and then I'll pitch something on the back of it, which I'll walk you through in a minute. So that was the email, like nothing to it, right? It's 1, 2, 3 sentences and then 2 PSs. So a total of 4 sentences in the email. 23% open rate, or 20, what was it, 20, let's have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we'll see now, it's going to give me a hassle. Oh, 24.8% open rate, 9% click-through rate. Super duper awesome is the technical term we're looking for here. So that was step number 1, and then if you remember from our very first lesson, I talked to you about the obvious tactic, the obvious but little used tactic of segmenting your clickers out and then remailing the guys who didn't click as thus not being a dickhead, and badgering people who have already taken action. So where are we? I'm looking for recent broadcasts. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So then I sent out one entire day later a message that said holla. Yes, holla, H-O-L-L-A, holla, and that worked good. So these were the people who didn't click, so the less responsive portion of the list got 21.8% open, 5.7% clicks. So shit, I'll take that. That's pretty good. Got me 1,653 more clicks from doing that. So again, just mail to the non-clickers and the non-opens, and you'll come close to doubling your results every time. I like it. So here's what we got in the sent message. And the sent message is, of course, subject line was holla, which is awesome. I was totally just in a hurry, and there was no rhyme or reason to use that. So the subject line is, yes, I just used holla as a subject line in an allegedly professional email. I'd love to tell you this is like a cool thing to do in the first sentence. I really was just winging it here and just having fun with my list because I like that. And I like to write to people how I like people to write to me. you know. So I'm trying to be friendly to them and not just salesy all the time. That's the stealth element of this. Um, I have the stay classy, LOL. Oh man, it's obviously Friday. That's literally how I felt. That's why I wrote that, because I was making fun of myself. You know, I mean, Jesus, it was Friday. I couldn't even think of a good subject line, so I used the subject holla. What kind of person does this? The kind of person who got 21 point something percent opens from a remail and 1,600 more clicks. Anyway, I say right here, I'm making you some cool new stuff, and I need your input on what kind of stuff you want. Will you tell me here? And there's a link to the same survey. It's just a 3-question survey thingy, easy, multiple choice, takes like 10 seconds. Let me know here, please. The old second link, you know, the mandatory second link in there, and then P.S. I'll be sharing those results with you. So far, it's a little surprising. Should have put a link here, but didn't. If I were to go back and rewrite this, I would say, pitch in your 2 cents right here, and I would put the link there. So where did I send people by? Gosh, let's have a look. And let's see, you know what? Hang on just a gosh dang old minute. I clicked it there, but I think I have the URL somewhere else. Let's see here. I do. Let's wait for the year 20 billion. Okay, so this is the survey I made. I originally tested this in SurveyMonkey and I screwed it up. So I sent the please help email once to a small segment of my list. This is funny. I sent an email once, like the day before I began this campaign, to a small segment of my list to test it, and I got terrible results. And I was like, damn, that promotion doesn't work anymore. Turns out there was a glitch in the survey software. So I rebuilt it on iContact and then ran it and made 30 grand. Giving adage to the old, if first you don't succeed, try again. And I almost quit. And a friend of mine was like, dude, just fix the survey and run it again. And I did. And that friend's advice brought in $30,000. So listen to smart people, as in right now, or in this case, just listen to people who are telling you to do smart things, because I can't really claim to be a smart person. So this is it. This is the whole survey. Nothing, right? I mean, can it get any more ghetto? This is so Windows 99. Was there Windows 99? Windows 95. Looking. This is like I mean, I didn't make this in front page 95, but it looks like I did, didn't it? It says, I'm about to shoot a ton of free videos for you. Will you tell me what you want me to teach you in them? And 3 questions. Duh, nothing. What kind of videos you like best? What kind of stuff do you want me to teach in? And what kind of device do you watch my videos on? So simple, multiple choice. I don't know if you can hear my cat in the background. That's just classic. Cookie, talk to him. Tell him to mail the survey thing. And so I'll just put this here at super duper fabulous.biz.cc. Clearly that's not a real thing. I don't even think this, I know actually this doesn't submit any, this isn't going to email anyone, so it's okay for me to enter a stupid email.
Hey, all right, thank you so much.
Now, with this promotion, the first, let's see, did I do this thing twice? The first time I did it, it was terrible. And I'm glad that it didn't work, right? So the first time I tested this, I used SurveyMonkey and I made a different video other than this. So if you'll remember, during the original, when I just taught you this thing, I was like, okay, I made like a PowerPoint video that was kind of cool, and then I made a ghetto-ass video on my front porch, and I screwed up, and it never showed the PowerPoint video, and I ended up showing the ghetto-ass video, and the ghetto-ass video worked. The same thing happened here. So I made a PowerPoint video where it was like, I spliced the original pitch for Video Black Box in with some PowerPoint stuff about the survey, and I don't know if it bombed or not because the SurveyMonkey stuff was screwing up, but I just reshot the video anyway, and it ended up working like crazy. So first of all, I shot this on my cameraman's iPhone. So he came over, we were going to make it fancy, and I wanted to pitch Video Black Box and position videos as being easy to make and not needing any special equipment. So I was like, dude, let's walk the talk here and let's shoot it on the iPhone and just stick it up there to prove the point, you know. So this thing, first of all, was actually shot on Sassy Dazzle's iPhone. That's his birth name. It's my cameraman. His birth name is actually Sassy Dazzle. He had a medical blood test done. He is 49% Sassy, 51% Dazzle, and that's what makes him such a good video editor. So if you're ever wondering about, like, you know, how you should have your Sassy to Dazzle-y ratio, it's 49-51. Seems to work pretty good. Anyway, here's the video, all right? So I'll play it for you, and then I'll walk you through it. As you can see, there's really nothing to it. It's a great still photo of me, by the way. Here, I should have this on my driver's license. Here we go. All right, so first of all, before I walk you through this thing actually pops up after I make the offer in the video. I was just yapping so long, it popped up. So I'll refresh here for you. Come on there, buddy. There we go. And here we go. Hey, all right. Thank you so much for helping me with this survey. You know, I tried to run this survey a couple of days ago, and I blew it up. I was using SurveyMonkey, and I screwed it up somehow. But before I blew it up, 154 people took the survey, and I want to share with you the preliminary results of the survey. Now, 68% of the people said the number one thing they wanted to learn about was stealth persuasion and online selling, which is no surprise because, at least in my opinion, that's what really makes the most money, right? When you're selling stuff, you're making money. Now, the second and third most important things were tied at a little over 38% of the people per thing. And they were positioning and branding, in other words, how to position yourself as an expert, celebrity, authority, as well as list building, which of course, the bigger your list, oftentimes the more money you make, but it's not entirely true. Really, more accurately, the higher quality your list, the more money that you make. And it's interesting, I was wondering, well, how can you do all those three things at once? And the answer, quite simply, is video. When I look back at what's responsible for making me personally the most money, building myself the largest list of subscribers, and positioning me in the internet marketing community as a very credible celebrity expert, really, the answer is always video. As a matter of fact, I haven't written a sales letter in forever. If you think about it, any product you bought from me in the past number of years is going to be video, right? The reason why is because video sales letters work. Video marketing pieces work. That's what we're conditioned right now to respond to. But very few people understand how to do it properly. That's why I created a product a while back called Video Black Box. Now, being the single laziest person in the world, I created it. It was beautiful. The people who have seen it say it's the best training of its kind. I never sold it. Actually, I sold it one time to a very, very small, limited group of people who had purchased my book. I made an offer, a one-time offer to them, and then never put it on the market publicly. And I'd like to give it to you today for the lowest price I've ever offered any product in years. 2 payments of $97. Now, here's why you should test out Video Black Box. Reason number one, it has my usual guarantee. Try the entire thing, go through the entire course, use everything. If you don't like it, just tell me. I'll give you a refund. You can keep it anyway, so you really can't lose with that. But here's what it can do for you. What most people don't realize is the videos that I make rely on a simple 3-step formula. And that's right, a simple 3-step formula. And if you think about it, my marketing and sales videos are really responsible for some of the largest internet marketing promotions in the history of our industry. And every single one of them relies on this 3-step formula. In Video Black Box, I'm going to not only walk you through every single step of that formula, I'm also going to show you exactly what to do in each step, and then I'm going to pick apart all of my best converting, highest profit producing videos and really give you a director's cut edition of exactly why I did what I did in the videos, where I'm implementing each and every part of the formula, and most importantly, how you can model my strategies in your own videos to do more stealth selling, gain better positioning and branding in the marketplace, and of course, attract more quality subscribers into your database. Now here's the good news and the truth about videos. You don't have to use fancy stuff to use videos. As a matter of fact, I'm shooting this right now on an iPhone just to prove the point, right? You don't have to have fancy equipment. What you need to know and understand is something that I call video NLP. See, there's a difference between going in a video and saying, hey, buy my stuff, and then using video NLP where you're making an offer to someone, but you're also educating them at the same time. You're helping them, and they don't even feel like they're being pitched. That's what Video Black Box is all about. It's not only designed to increase your sales and overall responsiveness, it's also designed to help you generate more goodwill from your followers, so more people join your list, more people perceive you as an expert, and you're able to help more people, and overall, you get better results and make more money. That's what Video Black Box is all about. Now again, like I said, I'm offering it today for the lowest price I've ever offered this or any product of mine in years. 2 payments of $97. It's fully guaranteed, meaning take the entire course, use every single trick, tactic, make as many videos modeling my strategies as you want. If for whatever reason under the sun you don't think it's awesome, let me know. I'll give you a full refund. You can keep everything. It's not like you have to send anything back. You know, it's a digital product. I mean, who are we kidding here? So you have absolutely zero risk, but a tremendous amount to gain. The only place that you can get this offer is right here as a thank you of mine for helping me with this survey. It's not going to be repeated. This is ridiculously, exorbitantly low price for any of my products. Many people have said this is the best product of its kind ever, and I'm giving it to you right now, 2 payments of $97. Try it out. Put it to work.
See what happens. I guarantee you'll love it. Either way, thanks so much for helping me with this survey. I hope you learned something from the data I shared with you. When all of the massive data is collected, I'll send out a little email and let everybody know exactly what the big picture looks like. I bet it's going to be pretty much the same as preliminary data. But if you want to get that result, if you want to sell stealthily without being obnoxious, if you want to position yourself as an expert, really build your brand, if you want to attract quality subscribers into your funnel, Video Black Box is the way to go. There's a reason everybody's using videos, so put it to work for you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, so good Lord. I mean, that I guess maybe the formula for doing the survey promotion is have a super ghetto ass video at the end of your survey. Because did you see Andrew's finger across the thing like 4 times through that? I didn't realize my man's finger was in front of the camera hole thingy, but whatever, it worked, right? So, and it worked because it's a damn good offer. So I'll walk you through some of the director's cut aspects of this really quick. And before we do, hang on. Before we do, I just want to tell you, don't overthink this. I mean, as you can tell by looking at me, this is slightly better than the picture than the last still frame picture, isn't it? Anyway, as you can tell from looking at this thing, it's ghetto as hell, and I literally just kind of made up something to say on the spot. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I was under a tremendous amount of stress that day because I was in the middle of a move. So I was like, damn, I got to shoot this video. I had to drive not 30 miles, about 30 minutes from my house at the ranch to my house at the beach, meet the cameraman, then haul ass back here to take care of some stuff at home, and then, shoot the video in the interim and act normal. So that's, I mean, you really don't have to be on top of your game that much. Just do it is the point I'm making. As Ben Stiller said in Starsky and Hutch, do it. Do it. You got to just do it. All right, so first of all, the typical introduction is, hey, everybody.
All right, thank you so much for helping me with the survey. I tried to run this survey a couple of days ago, and I blew it up. I was using SurveyMonkey, and I screwed it up.
So right there, that's a little bit of a pattern interrupt because I'm just starting to share the results. Now, people are used to a straight pitch, and I'm starting to share results. They know I'm going to pitch, right? I mean, you're expecting the pitch here, and it's okay. People like to be pitched. That's why people watch stuff like Home Shopping Network, and that's why there's infomercials, and that's why people turn into the Super Bowl to see the commercials. Ain't nothing wrong with pitching. Just be cool about it. So in the act of being cool about it, I'm sharing interesting data with them, which is here, and they probably were not expecting the interesting data, so that's cool. So on we go.
Somehow, but before I blew it up, 154 people took the survey, and I want to share with you the preliminary results of the survey. Now, 68%.
Okay, this is classic. It was actually 63.6%. I just was trying to do it by memory and said 68. So again, don't deliberately make up stuff, but try to get it right if you can. So off we go.
Of the people said the number one thing they wanted to learn about was stealth persuasion and online selling, which is no surprise because, at least in my opinion, that's what really makes the most money, right? When you're selling stuff, you're making money. Now, the second and third most important things were tied at a little over 38% of the people per thing. And they were positioning and branding, in other words, how to position yourself as an expert, celebrity, authority, as well as list building, which, of course, the bigger your list, oftentimes the more money you make, but it's not entirely true. Really, more accurately, the higher quality your list, the more money that you make. And it's interesting, I was wondering, well, how can you do all those three things at once? And the answer, quite simply, is video.
Bam. So now what we did right there, if you were to break this video down, it's like pattern interrupt by providing actual data, right? So people aren't used to that. If you don't have preliminary data in your survey, if you don't want to do it like I did, I was just trying to make lemons out of lemonade. You know what I mean? And it's like it really screwed up. I originally just started by just having a badly designed pitch for Video Black Box, and then I reshot another bad pitch for Video Black Box and included some survey data in there. I don't think the data, including the data, is what made it work, but I think it was helpful, and it was just genuinely interesting and helpful to the folks that were watching the video. So step number one would have been pattern interrupt here by providing the data, and then we're really now moving into the here's what I got portion of this video.
When I look back at what's responsible for making me personally the most money, building myself the largest list of subscribers, and positioning me in the internet marketing community as a...
Now, blam. All right, so this is interesting. What I'm doing is I'm pre-framing video as being important. And that is just another, Frank, please still frame on a better looking picture. I'm pre-framing the importance of video, and I'm using their exact words that they wanted, right? Because if you remember the survey data, it was stealth selling was most important, followed by positioning, followed by list building. So right here I'm saying, pre-framing this, some of the stuff that's helped me do stealth selling, Expert positioning and list building has been video. So I'm pre-framing the here's what I got, really, by sharing the importance of it. So off we go some more. Very credible celebrity expert, really. The answer is always video. As a matter of fact, I haven't written a sales letter in forever. If you think about it, any product you bought from me in the past number of years is going to be video, right? The reason why is because video sales letters work. Video marketing pieces work. That's what we're conditioned right now to respond to. But very few people understand how to do it properly. That's why I created a product a while back called Video Black Box. Now, being the single laziest person in the world, I created it. It was beautiful. So now we're at the Here's What I Got, which I'm sure you have recognized at this point. But this is officially the Here's What I Got portion of the old video. Ladies and gentlemen, off we go. The people who have seen it say it's the best training of its kind. I never sold it. Actually, I sold it one time to a very, very small, limited group of people who had purchased my book. I made an offer, a one-time offer to them, and then never put it on the market publicly. And I'd like to give it to you today for the lowest price I've ever offered any product in years. 2 payments of $97. Now, here's why you should test out Video Black Box. Reason number 1, boom, and now we're going into the here's what it'll do for you. Here's why you should test it out is because it'll do this, right? So I think that's fairly obvious, but hey, you know, I mean, I still reread like advertising manuals written in 1918, so I'm a student of the obvious sometimes. So here's what it'll do for you. It has my usual guarantee. Try the entire thing, go through the entire course, use everything. If you don't like it, just tell me. I'll give you a refund. You can keep it anyway, so you really can't lose with that. But here's what it can do for you. What most people don't realize is the videos that I make rely on a simple 3-step formula. That's right, a simple 3-step formula. And if you think about it, my marketing and sales videos are really responsible for some of the largest internet marketing promotions in the history of our industry. And every single one of them relies on this 3-step formula. In Video Black Box, I'm going to not only walk you through every single step of that formula, I'm also going to show you exactly what to do in each step, and then I'm going to pick apart all of my best converting, highest profit producing videos and really give you a director's cut edition of exactly why I did what I did in the videos, where I'm implementing each and every part of the formula, and most importantly, how you can model my strategies in your own videos to do more stealth selling, gain better positioning and branding in the marketplace, and of course, attract more quality subscribers. Now, I want you to realize, again, I'm mirroring the exact language of what they told me they wanted, and you can't fake this shit. So video really does help you do all that kind of stuff. So if I'd have had something that was like a product on how to, I don't know, how to set up pop-up windows or something, it wouldn't fly, right? I wouldn't be like, if you want to do stealth selling and create your expert positioning and build a list, use pop-up windows. I mean, pop-up windows are lovely and all, but you can't make it up, right? So I got lucky in the sense that Video Black Box really fills all these needs. And as I progress with this promotion, and I haven't released it yet, I'll of course keep you up to date on the second phase of this promotion. I'm going to use this survey data, the large amount of survey data, because it stayed the same. The overwhelming majority of people wanted stealth selling. I'm going to use it to sell this very class, which is perfect. I had no idea it would work out that way. I'm really glad that it did, you know. So if it hadn't worked out that way, I would have created content based on whatever the hell they wanted to buy. And I would have done like I did in the first one, which is I'm going to create this content and I'm going to give it to you free when you get this other thing, which is awesome. Or I would have just sold the content. Either way, right? Whatever they want, give it to them, assuming you can deliver, is the message there. We just did, you know, it was fortunate that they wanted stuff that Video Black Box could fulfill. But notice, just in terms of really, you know, being an effective closer here, that I'm using their exact language, the exact top 3 things that the market said they wanted. So off we go, some mo. Into your database. Now here's the good news and the truth about videos. You don't have to use fancy stuff to use videos. As a matter of fact, I'm shooting this right now on an iPhone just to prove the point, right? You don't have to have fancy equipment. What you need to know and understand is something that I call video NLP. See, there's a difference between going in a video and saying, hey, buy my stuff, and then using video NLP where you're making an offer to someone, but you're also educating them at the same time. You're helping them, and they don't even feel like they're being pitched. That's what Video Black Box is all about. It's not only designed
to increase your sales and overall responsiveness. It's also designed to help you generate more goodwill from your followers, so more people join your list, more people perceive you as an expert, and you're able to help more people, and overall, you get better results and make more money. That's what Video Black Box is all about. Now again, like I said, I'm offering it today for the lowest price I've ever offered this or any product of mine in years. 2 payments of 97 bucks. It's fully guaranteed, meaning take the entire course, use every single trick, tactic, make as many videos modeling my strategies as you want. If for whatever reason under the sun you don't think it's awesome, let me know. I'll give you a full refund. You can keep everything. It's not like you have to send anything back. It's a digital product. I mean, who are we kidding here? So you have absolute...
I just want to point something out to you. If you're selling digital stuff and you sell really good stuff, make that type of guarantee or test it. Your refund rates will go up because you're just attracting some douchey people who just want to hose you. But I've noticed that my sales just go way up when I make that offer, and the refund rates don't go up significantly more to like make it an issue. Meaning the increase in sales outweighs the increase in refunds. And it's just cool to do anyway, and it's true, dude. I mean, if you're selling something downloadable, it's not like they have to ship anything back. They can keep it anyway. There's no point in being a dick and be like, well, I'm going to delete it from your hard drive or whatever, So you might as well turn that potential lemon, what others would see as a lemon, into lemonade, which is, hey, I'm so cool to you that I don't even care. Keep it anyway, which works. That's like really, really helped me a lot. So it should seem obvious, but I'm really the only person I ever see that actually makes a big deal out of it. You should consider making a big deal out of it as well, because it gives you great positioning and increases your sales.
Zero risk, but a tremendous amount to gain. The only place that you can get this offer is right here as a thank you of mine for helping me with this survey.
And obviously we're in the here's what I want you to do next phase, which we just began when I started talking about the price of it and everything like that, but I figured I'd point that out now.
It's not going to be repeated. This is ridiculously, exorbitantly low price for any of my products. Many people have said this is the best product of its kind ever, and I'm giving it to you right now, 2 payments of 97 bucks. Try it out. Put it to work. See what happens. I guarantee you'll love it. Either way, thanks so much for helping me with this survey. I hope you learned something from the data I shared with you. When all of the massive data is collected, I'll send out a little email and let everybody know exactly what the big picture looks like. I bet it's going to be pretty much the same as this preliminary data. But if you want to get that result, if you want to sell stealthily without being obnoxious, if you want to position yourself as an expert and really build your brand, if you want to attract quality subscribers into your funnel, Video Black Box is the way to go. There's a reason everybody's using videos, so put it to work for you. I'll talk to you soon.
Boom. All right.
Hey, all right.
Sorry. So, look, I mean, that was so mindlessly easy to do. If you have an iPhone or a flip camera and someone who will stand and hold it in front of your face and keep their finger off of the lens for most of the video, then there's no reason under the sun that you can't copy this immediately. It just brought in 30 grand for me. It did not count as a pitch to my list in the bank of goodwill, right? Because like I taught you in the video preceding this one, people like to be engaged. They like it when you ask them what they want, and they especially like it when you give it to them, which I'm about to teach an entire webinar for everybody on stealth selling as a means to sell this very course on stealth selling as a result of their telling me that stealth selling was the most important thing to them. So you're doing extremely cool stuff for your list and to them, if you will, and it makes money. It's worked so well for me, and this is just phase 1. So I'll share the numbers with you for phase 2 as well, but look, don't even think about phase 2. Just do phase 1 now and see what happens. Like, mail this. You'll learn about your list. You'll learn, in very worst case scenarios, you're going to get an idea for a new product, right? And you're going to see what they really want, and then you can like give it to them and charge money. But you're probably going to make $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 or 30,000 in the interim. I hope you do. Okay. So, easy, right? Not a lot to this, but good God, so obnoxious how well it works. So here's what to do next. I have done given you the swipe file of the emails I used the second time, which I think were better than the emails I used the first time. So before we go on to phase 2 of this promotion, let's go ahead and run phase 1. In fact, there's never any point of doing phase 2 until you've run phase 1. So I'm going to conclude this module, which is kind of pretty long module, really. I know I gave you a lot of stuff in this thing, but hey, I want you to get more than your money's worth, right? So let's conclude this module with you running this phase 1 of this Survey Siphone promo. Now, I've given you the swipe file. All you got to do is set up a little survey with SurveyMonkey. Super easy to do. You just saw where I made the most ghetto and horrible sales videos in the history of horrible sales videos, and it still worked, right? So there's absolutely no excuse not to run this. I assure you, this works beautifully. If you have something good to offer your list, this is going to get them to take the offer. And you're going to get some insight into what they want to know. And it counts as goodwill. It doesn't even count as a pitch. So go ahead and run this, and then I'll see you in the next module showing you phase 2 and showing you some other sneaky stuff as well that continues to build goodwill with your list and continues to sell stuff. Hard to beat. Okay? I'll do your homework. I've given you the swipe files here to download in this little module, and I'll see you next one. All right, bye.